Namaste. A very warm welcome to day 20. It's so hard to believe that we are already at the end of module 2. Looking back at all the chapters that we have covered so far, all the lessons that we have learned, and the new habits that we have instilled in our life, it feels amazing, right? All of you have been active and doing all the tasks given. If you are watching this video, I'm sure you've finished all the 19 videos from the past. We have faced our own challenges, but we have always made an attempt to overcome it and move forward. And if you have more questions, you know that I'm always here to answer to your questions, right? So now let's get started with day 20. Day 20, organize your life. A quick follow up. It's day 20. So, how is the progress? How far have you come since the time you started this course? Do you see the difference? Are you able to experience all the changes the course has got into you so far? Did you try Opus? Did you look into the different links that I shared with you yesterday? And did you try any of it? Did you spend time playing with your kids? I asked you to do that when we discussed about the importance of play day before yesterday. So I hope you have given time to play with your kids and had an amazing time interacting with them. Declutter. What is declutter? To remove mess or clutter from anywhere. It can be an untidy or overcrowded place. So declutter is to remove things that don't serve you, to remove things that you do not use, or to remove things that are cluttering your space, right? Not to hoard unnecessary things. We always end up saving things, saying maybe we'll require it in future, maybe this I'll use for something else. But what era do we live in? Anything that we want, it's at our fingertips. We can order online, right? So if there is something that you truly don't need, don't have this fear that you will not be able to get it again, because things are all available online, okay? Only if you need it and only if this thing is valuable, then keep the things. How do you find this? Every time you hold an object, ask yourself, have you used this in the last 1 year? Have you used this in the last 6 months? If you have not used it, you'll probably never use it. Or even if a day comes when you'll need it, it's not worth the time that you have spent saving it to use it at this moment, okay? Sometimes if it is perishable, it would have worn out also without even using it. So when you hoard, when you keep, collecting things saying that maybe one day it will be of use, please have a look at it again and ask yourself if you really need it. Unless it's very expensive and would be stupid to spend on it again, you can keep it, but clear your space as much as possible. So why do we declutter? Because it looks neat and organized. It's such a good feeling to come back home, which is organized, right? This is why we started our practice of making the bed. Are you following it? Are you doing it every single day? If you're doing it, you know what a difference it can make. How beautiful it is to go to your room every day that is made and that is welcoming. You feel like you've come home to rest. You feel like you finally have your space. So, how about everything is organized like this? It feels so welcoming. It feels so satisfying. It feels calm. And you feel organized. You know where things are. You know what goes where. You know where to look for something because you have a fixed place for everything. You don't have to search when you're leaving. You don't have to look at where your keys are. You don't have to look at where your bag is. Because every day when you come back, if you have a place set to hang your bag, to keep your keys, so the next day when you have to go out, you don't have to waste time looking for them, right? So this is the beauty of being organized. Easy to find things. When you put everything in the place it's supposed to be, you won't waste time trying to find it. You'll feel disciplined. Your life will feel more organized. You'll know where your things are. You know your house is clean. You know you don't have things that are not required, that are useless. So you feel disciplined in life. You feel more organized in life. What is minimalistic lifestyle? Living only with things that you need. So minimalistic lifestyle is where people practice this, where they have minimal things in their house, in their workplace, and in their life. We may think that as we don't have a lot of things, life will be difficult. But in fact, life will be much more easy and simpler. because you're organized and you have everything that you need, and you don't have to worry about regularly organizing things that you don't even need. Now, let's talk about KonMari method. This is going to blow your mind. This is devised by Marie Kondo. She took tidying to a whole new level, teaching that if you properly simplify and organize your home once, you'll never have to do it again. This is not like any other method where they usually organize room by room. So once you start cleaning one room, and by the time you finish everything and come back, the first room would have got disorganized, right? We have experienced this many times. But here, Marie Kondo follows a procedure where she takes one category at a time and organizes it all at once. This is why it is unique and has been working, and it is revolutionary. This is how it goes. Clothes. So you bring down all the clothes in your house, every single piece from every corner of your house, and put it together and start organizing it. Then books. The same thing happens with books. Bring out every book that is there in your house and start organizing. And then papers, miscellaneous things, and sentimental things. Keep what speaks to your heart. Discard items that no longer spark joy. And if it is something that you don't need any longer, thank them for serving you all these days and let them go. So now let's talk about KonMari steps. How do we do it? Number 1, gather every item in the category. For example, if it is clothes, bring out every piece of cloth that is there in your house and put it all together in a room, on the floor, on a mat or anything, but put it all together. You'll be shocked to see how much you have. It is difficult to believe because we would have no idea as to how much we have been holding. So once you put it all together, it's time to sit and ask yourself a question. Does this spark joy? Pick one thing at a time, keep it to your heart and ask, does this spark joy? Will I be happy with it? Is it a reason for my happiness? Is it important? So ask this question and take a moment to find your answer. If the answer is yes, then keep it. If the answer is no, then thank it, be grateful for it, for serving you all these years or days, and say a goodbye to it. So put it in a box. If it is in a usable condition, you can donate it. So put it in the donation box. Or if it is not in a good condition, put it in a box that you would discard. If the answer is maybe, put it in a different slot. And once you finish sorting the whole pile that is in front of you, go back to the maybe. And this time again, pick one thing at a time and ask the same question again. Does this spark joy? This time you'll be able to find your answers. And once you have sorted everything to yes and no, it's now time to organize it in KonMari style. They have a style for folding clothes. There are lessons teaching you how to fold each piece of cloth. So you can do that. I'll be sharing the links of all the organizing methods KonMari style follows. That's it. Simple, right? But it may take time. So keep one day specially for this, where you pull out one category things and sort it before moving on to the next one. If you want more information on this, you can buy the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. It's an amazing book. It's a bestseller, and I'm sure you'll love it. And once you start organizing and once you start seeing how your life will feel more disciplined and neat, you'll be at a much, much better place. One more amazing method, which I really like, which I found much before KonMari style, is Fly Lady method. Here is the logo of Fly Lady. Isn't that cute? What is Fly? Finally loving yourself. It has simple routines that you have to follow every day. And once you subscribe to their mail, they're going to send you every day's task. It's very inspiring. It'll keep you on your toes. And at the end of the day, you'll feel so good about how you're organized, how you have carried out your day, that you would want to go back to it. It has 31 beginner lessons. So you don't have to worry at what phase you are in. Wherever you are, just jump in and follow these beginner lessons. And she believes in taking baby steps, one step at a time, which is amazing. So there is no rush, there is no pressure on you. You can take it slow, you can do lessons as per your convenience, and it is going to be amazing. They have amazing concepts like getting dressed to shoes. Like I said, parenting is a project, life is a project, everything is a project, right? And if you're a homemaker, if you stay at home, why do you think it is any less of a job? You need to be the home creator, the homemaker, right? So that is your job. Here, she talks about how important it is to get dressed every single morning before you start your work. I know we usually think that it's nice and comfortable to be in pajamas at home, but doesn't that also make you feel lazy and sluggish? But instead, try taking bath, wear on the clothes that spark joy in you, right? Which makes you happy. Tie up your hair, put on some kajal or whatever you think makes you feel ready and dressed up. Once you get ready and start doing things, it will feel like it's a serious job. It will have more value. And even if there is a sudden plan and you have to go out, you don't have to go changing your clothes or getting dressed. You're always ready. Of course, at the end of the day, you can get into your pajamas and have a relaxing time. They have something called habit of the month. So every month they concentrate mainly on one specific topic. So this is the habit of the month. And weekly home blessing. The word itself sounds so good, right? The home blessing, where you bless your house. You do things that are like a favor to your house. And control journal to keep track of what you're doing, how you're doing. So the concepts are really amazing. I shall share the link with you. Have a look at it and subscribe to their mails if you like it, if you want to follow it. Subscribe it today and start it off. Don't postpone it. So this is the launchpad. They have sneak peek for the week. They send mails also once you subscribe to them regarding all this. Detailed cleaning, reminders for you, flight plan, missions, zones that you want to concentrate on in organizing, pamper mission, tasks that would make you feel loved to do it for yourselves. Daily focus. What are you focus? Like I said, weekly home blessing and monthly goal and daily focus. They have plans like this which are very well organized. And Fly Kids Challenge, even for your kids, this is what I really love about this. You can also start including your kids in the Fly Kids Challenge and make them more organized from now itself. You're giving a great base, right? A great foundation. Cruising through the holidays and habit of the month and Fly Shop. They have some products and you can buy it only if you require it. Otherwise, you can always find an alternative. Now, things to declutter. Place, the place that you live in, house, your office or your workspace. And for the kids, their play area, right? It's very important to be organized with the toys. Discard everything that you don't want. Follow the KonMari style and discard things that don't serve you anymore, which does not spark joy in the child or what the child has outgrown. So discard that so you'll have only toys that you really love and the child really wants to use. Body, eat healthy. We know the water therapy, exercise, no junk diet. You can go on for however long you want to do that. Fasting. Fasting is very important. I should have mentioned this in yesterday's class, which is about eating right. But nevertheless, I'm going to cover that now. Fasting helps your body recover from all the extra burden it has taken in digesting the food, right? So when you give it some time, it is time for it to rest, for the digestive system to rest and reset and come back doing its job again once you finish the fast. So this really helps your body in removing all the unwanted and there is time for the digestive system to rest. And detox, you can do multiple ways of detox where one day you drink only water. This is again a part of fasting where we follow as our culture, as our traditions, the different fasting days that we have. So like that, you can decide what you want to do. You can go complete fasting, or if it is new to you, you can have fruits and milk or vegetables or whatever, you think. But it is still better than having food because it's easily digestible. There are many things like that. So you can choose what works the best for you. Once in a while, at least once in 15 days or once in a month, try to go on fasting or do a body detox. And mind, meditation, mindfulness. We are going to talk about this tomorrow. And plan. When you plan, you will find a lot of mind space, right? So you don't have to remember things. You have jotted it down. So that is decluttered. That space is available for you now. And D-Day, we've already done this and we'll keep doing it, right? Digital detox day where your mind will get some space to reflect, to have its own time, to think, or just to be mindful. Self-love. When you love yourself, your mind will feel more organized. And you're decluttering because you're removing all the self-criticizing thoughts, your limiting beliefs. Love. Be happy. Spend some amazing time with your family. So when you love, you're decluttering your mind. And learn. As you learn, the darkness in you will reduce, right? So you're decluttering. The ignorance in you will reduce. The stupidity, the wrong understandings will reduce. So the more you learn, the more you're decluttering your mind. So today's task, guys, share picture of your habit tracker. It's been 20 days, so I want to see your progress. It's okay, whatever it is, if you've missed few days, it's perfectly fine, but I want you to be true. Don't edit it, don't make changes, post it just the way it is so that we can work on what are the challenges you're facing, so that we can work on moving forward, being more successful, right? So to go forward, remember, we need to accept where we are right now. We need to see our problems, see our challenges and work on it so that we can progress. Explore KonMari and Fly Lady methods. I shall share links, so have a look at them and see what fascinates you. Come to the group and say, I love the concept of dash and I will follow it. Do you love KonMari? Do you love Fly Lady? What is that which is really interesting in this concept? What is the concept that really sparked joy in you? So think of this and let me know in the WhatsApp group. So let's now have a quick recap. We are done with module 1 and 2 and this is what we have covered so far. Day 1, Get Set Go. We got introduced to the Project Peaceful Parent. We kept our books ready and we spoke to our accountability partners. On day 2, we spoke about bedtime routine setting and most of you have already instilled this habit and brought the changes. Day 3, water therapy. We have been drinking enough water and making sure that we take care of our health. Day 4, power of mantra. I hope you're chanting every single day. Day 5, blueprint of our life. We kind of planned our goals, our monthly goals, our yearly goals, and our life goal. What is our purpose? And on day 6, we found our passion. What is that we want to work on? What is that we want to learn? So we found this on day 6. On day 7, 5 a.m. club, early risers. We have started waking up early. Every morning when I see what day it is for you that day that you're woken up, it gives me great joy. And you guys have seen what a miraculous change that it has got into your life, right? You have more time for yourself. Day 8, celebrate life through exercise. I hope you're exercising every single day and please continue doing it. You can find whatever way suits the best for you, but exercise every single day. Day 9, we spoke about family dynamics, how it works, how each person's interaction with each other will affect the child, how it is a very important aspect of the child's growing up. Day 10, we spoke about child's behavior, the different parenting styles, and how to have a good communication and a great bond with your children. On day 11, we spoke about gadgets, if it is a boon or a bane. Day 12, we spoke about de-addiction. We also found ways to get de-addicted from something that we are addicted to. On day 30, we spoke about digital detox and we fixed a day to follow this and most of you have already done it. If you have not done it, I can't stress enough upon how important it is. So please slot a day for it. Day 14, 15, 16 and 17. Our concentration was on secret, law of attraction. So on day 14, we watched the movie. Day 15, we spoke about our desires, made our happy pills list, and all that we want to manifest in life. On day 16, we spoke about the power of gratitude and we started our gratitude practice through gratitude journaling. Day 17, we spoke about creative visualization. We started the practice of creative visualization and many of you are telling me as to what a high it is giving, how beautiful you feel, how it has changed your life all at once, how you can see yourself differently, how you feel more confident, right? We also made a vision board. If you have not done it, don't postpone it anymore, guys. It is very important to have it. It may look like a simple thing, but it's very, very powerful. It helps you manifest things easier and faster. On day 18, we spoke about the power of play, the different kinds of play, the play rules, how to interact with the kids, or how to give an amazing childhood that is mainly concentrating on play. Day 19, we spoke about eating right. We added another lesson by talking about this to our healthy lifestyle goal. And on day 20, we spoke about organizing our life. So this has been a long journey, a beautiful journey, a life-changing journey, and we'll move ahead. I'm too excited to start module 3 with you. So guys, are you ready to rock module 3? So I'll see you tomorrow. We'll kickstart module 3, and that is going to be amazing. It is about putting everything together. A lot of stuff that we have already done so far, we'll be able to connect dots now. It will make more sense to us. Initially, few of you told me that it was getting difficult. It was too much to take in at once. There were many new habits that I was talking about. But I kept telling you to wait and go according to what I say, because one day I said you'll be able to connect all the dots. I see that happening already. I see that you're realizing as to how each one is related to each other and how each one is doing everything to make your life better, right? So the next 10 days are again going to be power packed with all valuable lessons that you would want to inculcate in your life and make it more magical. Are you ready for it, guys? So let's meet tomorrow. Finish your lesson so far. Finish all your tasks. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care till then.